hey, can you dab for me? I don't know particularly how to dab. I guess I can try.
Oopsie!
Okay, so hot topic right now. The second installment of the Onision and Blaire White debate. Anyone who has been following the drama there and saw the first debate or any of the responsive videos from either of them have seen what a train wreck that is. Um, they have been going hard at each other for a hot minute, and it has been intense to say the least. Mildly entertaining, but definitely intense. I'm sure there are some very hard feelings on both sides for quite some time. But here's the interesting thing about the debate that went down yesterday. Um, it didn't take long into it where it's kind of like, are these two becoming friends? Like, what is happening? This is not a debate. Like, it was weird. There was a very odd, humbled side to Onision during this thing, and he apologized for a lot of stuff to Blaire, and said she was right about a lot of things, and analyzed himself on certain things and saw from a different perspective. And of course, I was kind of taken back a little bit. I'm just like, and he admitted to not doing research on a lot of stuff concerning her before just lashing out. And the I mean, there's just no words. I mean, that's cool. That's very cool. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with Onision. It's like I've never been a fan. Like, I've never been a fan. But what I will say is there have been a few certain videos, and a very select few, very minimal select few, like not many at all. But there have been a couple where, he seems genuinely kind of humbled, and what he's talking about is relatable. And the way he presents it, he's not aggressive about it. And it's almost like he's empathetic in a way, which is unusual for him. But those videos, it's like I've seen those, and I'm like, well, this isn't the same guy. But I mean, of course it is. But then it makes you question, like, he comes off as like an extreme narcissist. He has like, I mean, and borderline sociopath even. Just some of the qualities and some of the ways he carries himself and presents himself, and just his mannerisms, the way he speaks, everything about him just screams, raging narcissist. But there were a couple of videos where it's like, wait, is he being manipulative to an audience? Is he trying something new as a result of backlash from other things he has done to piss people off? Or is this a genuine side that people don't normally see of him, and he's allowing himself to be vulnerable and open up and open his mind and be receptive to constructive criticism, or hurt feelings from people who do look up to him? There's and he even said in the debate yesterday, I'm going to do that every time, that he himself is unsure of his motives as to why he was being civil and open-minded and everything of that nature. So it was really confusing. But what it makes you have to question is, given how he normally is and presents himself, and then seeing this this other side of him, and just how triggered he is at certain things. Is it possible that maybe he suffers from some sort of maybe dissociative disorder or mood disorder of some sort? You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't have a medical degree or of any kind. You know, I know a decent bit about psychology, not enough to that I feel confident in diagnosing anyone, and I would never do that. But it, I feel like it might be in the realm of possibility, you know, given his character. And of course, I could be completely off base with that. You know, that it was just a theory that kind of came to me today, analyzing this, thinking about what I was going to say in this video. And, you know, it was just one of the things that popped into my mind today. And I was like, it could be possible. But also, it might not. It might not be. I mean, there's a good chance it's not real. He could just be a narcissistic sociopath. He might not be a narcissist or a sociopath. He might just be a narcissist. He might just be a weird, unusual guy that is too smart for his own good and doesn't know how to handle his own emotions. I don't know. It seems like he's trying, and it's like when you see him the way he was in the debate yesterday, it's like you want to kind of give him a chance. It's like, you know, especially after videos like the apology to Jacqueline Glenn. Like, we all know that whole thing between him and Jacqueline forever and Richie, whatever. You know, his apology video, I was scared at first. You know, I thought it was going to be a satirical, just vicious stab at her. But it was quite the opposite. You know, watching that video, I was like, huh, this dude has grown up quite a bit. He has matured. But, you know, then recently he started all that shit again with the whole Shane Dawson and PewDiePie. Like, what? What? Stop! Just stop doing that! Leave Shane alone! Leave Pewds alone! But so now here's the funny part. During the chat, or debate, sorry. When you're looking at the super chat going down the side, oh my God, it was like a wall of just Shane. Everybody's saying apologize to Shane. You just see Shane's name just rolling, just thousands and thousands of Shane. And then people started throwing in PewDiePie. And then, I don't know, a few people started throwing in Gloria Burger. And it's like, I was not one of them. I did not troll the chat with Gloria Borger.
Why the fuck you lying?
But anyway, so, you know, somebody brings up, somebody, you know, donates and gets Blaire to ask him why he called PewDiePie pedo. You know, they kept trying to address Shane, and Blaire tried to pull it out of him, but she said since he wasn't there to defend himself, that she didn't want Onision going in and, you know, saying the kind of shit he says if Shane couldn't be there to defend himself. So they left the Shane thing alone because Onision was like, yeah, I will talk shit. But, well, I mean, those weren't his exact words, but, you know, it's basically what he was saying. So they left the Shane topic alone. But he addressed PewDiePie, he addressed Felix, and he apologized at Felix. He didn't apologize to him. You know, at first he's like, huh, what are you talking about? Like he didn't remember. But then he's like, oh yeah, you know, he made this tweet, and he remembered exactly what the tweet said. And, you know, real quick, he's like, oh, but then, you know, Lainey explained to me, you know, blah, 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 joke. And he was like, if PewDiePie's not a pedo, he's like, I'm totally sorry for saying that. Like,
but Susan says, Greg, you called PewDiePie a pedo.
Did I?
Stop fucking lying.
He said he responded to something that another YouTuber said, and he said everyone has their tricks to see 12-year-olds tits, is what he said. And that was one of those things where I was like, dude, I don't see myself ever saying something like in a tweet or anything. And was he? And then my spouse explained to me that apparently that's a common joke or something. Everyone has their tricks to whatever. But yeah, no, if he's not actually a pedo, I'm sorry. I just was really freaked out by that one thing. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, so I can't speak to it.
All right. Well, that concludes that. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the big red subscribe button down there, because that just makes it possible for me to keep doing this. And give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next video.